Good morning, little listeners. Are you ready for a wonderful adventure in the whispering woods? Today's story is about a little bear who woke up one morning feeling something very strange. It wasn't a sunny, happy feeling. It wasn't a sleepy, cozy feeling. It was a big, swirly, grumbly feeling deep inside his tummy. This little bear, whose fur was soft and brown, stretched his arms and gave a great big yawn. But instead of feeling ready for a day of fun, he felt like stomping his paws. The birds outside his cozy cave were singing a cheerful song. But to the little bear, it sounded too loud and too noisy. He let out a little grumble, a sound that was low and rumbly like distant thunder. The little bear's mother, a kind bear with a very warm heart, heard his grumble. She asked him what was the matter, her voice soft and gentle like rustling leaves. The little bear tried to explain the big, uncomfortable feeling inside him. He mumbled that everything felt wrong and that he didn't know why. He felt like he wanted to be alone, but also like he wanted a very big hug, all at the same time. It was very confusing. His wise mother understood that sometimes feelings get all tangled up like a knotted ball of yarn. She suggested that they go for a walk in the whispering woods to see if they could untangle the yarn together, one piece at a time. The little bear, still feeling grumbly, agreed, thinking that maybe some fresh air would help. Their first stop was a sunny meadow filled with colourful flowers. Buzzy bees were dancing from bloom to bloom, and the little bear's cousin, a playful fox, was chasing butterflies. The fox called out for the little bear to come and play a game of tag. Usually, this would make the little bear feel bouncy and excited. But today, watching them play just made him feel heavy and slow. He sat down under a tall oak tree, his shoulders drooping. His mother sat down beside him, the grass feeling soft beneath them. She nudged him gently and wondered if this heavy, droopy feeling was because he was feeling a little sad. Maybe he wanted to play but just didn't have the energy for it right now. The little bear thought about this. His eyes did feel a little bit watery and his heart felt a little bit sore. He nodded his head. Yes, one piece of the tangled yarn was definitely a feeling of sadness. Just as they identified the sadness, a loud crack of thunder echoed through the woods. It wasn't a real thunderstorm, but a big, noisy woodpecker high up in the oak tree, tap, tap, tapping on the bark. The sound was so sudden and so sharp. The little bear jumped straight up onto his paws. His little heart started beating very fast, like a tiny, frantic drum. His fur puffed out all around him, and he quickly hid behind his mother's strong, comforting back. His mother, feeling him tremble, asked if that fast-beating, jumpy feeling was because he was feeling scared. The loud, unexpected noise had given him quite a fright. The little bear, with his eyes wide open, nodded his head again. He was definitely feeling scared. That was another piece of the tangled yarn, a piece called fear. Soon the woodpecker flew away to another tree, and the woods were quiet again. The little bear's heart slowly stopped its frantic pounding. But now, because he had been so scared, he started to feel a new feeling. He felt hot in his face. He felt cross at that woodpecker for startling him. He stomped his little foot on the ground and let out a frustrated growl, showing his tiny teeth in a grumpy frown. His mother saw this change. She asked if that hot, stompy, growly feeling was because he was feeling angry. She reminded him that it was perfectly okay to feel angry sometimes, especially after feeling so scared. The little bear nodded, his frown still firmly in place. He was angry at that silly, noisy woodpecker. That was a third piece of the tangled yarn. He had been sad, then scared, then angry. It had been a very busy morning for feelings. With all these big feelings now named and understood, the little bear started to feel very, very tired. He let out an enormous yawn that showed his whole pink tongue, and he leaned his heavy head against his mother's soft, warm fur. The grumbly feeling in his tummy was gone. In its place was a quiet, still feeling. It was a feeling of being calm. His mother whispered that this quiet, still feeling was called calmness. The tangled ball of yarn had been untangled, and now calmness was there to help him rest. The little bear learned something truly amazing right there under the oak tree. He learned that he could have more than one feeling, and that feelings could change, one after the other. It was okay to be sad. It was okay to be scared. It was okay to be angry. His mother loved him no matter what feeling he had. And the very best part was that after the big, loud feelings, the calm, quiet feeling would always come back to give him a hug from the inside. He wasn't feeling mixed up anymore. He felt understood. He gave his mother a great big bear hug, squeezing as tight as he could. And then his tummy gave a loud, rumbly grumble. But this was a different kind of grumble. It was a hungry grumble. He remembered the sweet, juicy berries his mother had gathered for breakfast that he had pushed away. He felt a brand new feeling. A happy, excited, bubbly feeling about eating those yummy berries. He took his mother's paw and they walked back home to their cozy cave together. The little bear ate every single berry in his bowl, and they tasted better than any berries ever had before. And the happy feeling was the biggest and best feeling of all. So the next time you have a big, swirly, grumbly feeling inside, just remember the little bear in the whispering woods. Can you try to be a feeling detective? Can you find just one string to pull? Are you feeling sad, or scared, or angry? It's okay to feel all of them. And always, always remember, a calm feeling is waiting right around the corner, ready to give you a great big hug. I wonder what we will learn about in our next adventure. Will we learn about being kind to a friend? Or maybe about how to share our favorite toys? Join us next time to find out. Moral: empathy and self-understanding that all feelings are valid and temporary, and understanding them is the key to managing them.